Welcome everyone to another video in our series on the Kanban guide. With me, I have Pratik Singh, but we've lost our mascot for various reasons. Hopefully she'll come back and join us in some other videos. In this one, Pratik, we're going to be talking about the third of the Kanban practices, which is improving the workflow. Can you say a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so far, the first two practices have helped us create a definition of workflow and then actively manage that workflow. As we do that day to day, we'll probably get a lot of feedback from that system. We'll probably learn a lot of things every day about the system. And this is the part where we go, okay, we don't just learn these and leave them alone. We actually learn these and apply them. So how do we apply the learnings that we have had from our daily management of work to improve the system overall? That's what this practice is about.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot in our workshops because, in many of the workshops that Pratik and I provide, the output of the workshop is an initial Kanban board design. But we stress, or at least we try to stress, the fact that just because you've designed a board in class here doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be. As Pratik said, as you use it, as you start delivering value, you're going to learn. Hopefully, you're going to learn things, and some things are going to pop out at you in terms of, hey, maybe we should do this differently, or maybe we should tweak this, and your whole Kanban system should change over time as you learn, and it should incorporate and reflect those changes.
Yeah, the workshop or the class is step one. It's not the last step, it's the first step. And how we move forward from there, that is this practice. How do we learn from, take the feedback loop from our workflow and keep improving it?
A couple other points that I want to make that are hopefully at least tangentially relevant here. The first is this notion of continuous versus continual. I know a lot of people in the Kanban space like to say continuous improvement, and that doesn't necessarily cause me a lot of heartburn. But I personally prefer how Deming talked about it, and I think how Schubert before Deming talked about it, and that's this idea of continual. It's not like every second of every day we're looking for improvements, but on some continual basis, there will be certainly opportunities to get better. The second thing that I really kind of want to say about improving the workflow is, for me, we're calling the community professional Kanban, ProKanban. That's what ProKanban stands for, is professional Kanban. And for me, the essence of professionalism is showing up every day with the belief that you can get better. Right? If you don't think that way, then you're probably not a professional. I know that might sound harsh, but that's really what I believe. And so this practice might seem a little light at first glance, but it's tremendously important, and it's why it made the cut as one of the three, right? Instead of some other practices you may have heard about Kanban.
Yeah, and again, just to stress the professional part, the first thing you hear when you hear professional, at least for my head, is someone who plays professional sports. Those folks are always looking to improve their game, to step it up, and that's really what we're talking about here. To just in time, as soon as you get feedback, as soon as you know how you did in the last game, you improve yourself for the next game.
So as always, Pratik has had the last words. Speaking of professionalism, as we mentioned before, you can always learn about these and other things at the ProKanban.org site. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next episode.